welcome into today's broadcast of the Galena Park Yellow Jackets hosting the Titans this evening. Second time these two teams have faced each other. Played earlier in December this year where the Titans came away victorious with the score of 51-29. Unfortunately, it was due to a big fourth quarter from the Titans. The Yellow Jackets looking for revenge this time around. They were in that game for the first three quarters, similar to last week. Having a close game through three quarters, and then the fourth quarter you could see a little bit of fatigue and just start to fall apart in the end. But the Coach Fountain for the Yellow Jackets was keying in on that in practice this week. And he said they had a lot of good work, did a lot of stamina work, and had a lot of game scenarios during practice to help simulate what they were going through in the fourth quarter of last week's game. So we will look if they have learned and if they will be able to build off the lessons from last week's loss into tonight. The Yellow Jackets are 4-16, 1-7 in district. The Titans 3-11, 3-6 in district play. Yellow Jackets are averaging 33 points per game, allowing 57. And the Titans are averaging almost 39 points per game, allowing 54. So very similar on the stat sheet are these teams. However, the Titans were victorious in the first matchup earlier in December, 50-34. 50-34 was the final between these two teams first time around, where the Titans were victorious. But the Yellow Jackets have improved since then. Coach Fountain has preached in practice that they have to play through all four quarters, because through the three quarters of the games that they play, they're doing pretty well. I mean, they hang with their opponents. It's that fourth quarter where they seem a little tired, seem a little fatigued, and they're not able to knock their shots down, not rotating on defense. So hoping to have a different outcome this time around, as we are almost to tip off, and we will be back in about 20 seconds. And welcome back in. Thank you for tuning in. To those on YouTube following Galena Park, and to those on Legacy Sports tuning in as well, thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. I am your host, your broadcaster, your entertainment tonight, Tanner DeLeon. The Yellow Jackets coming off a loss last week to Barbers Hill, 53-27, very similar to the Titans coming off the loss to Barbers Hill, 51-29. So, like I stated before, these teams, similar stats throughout the whole season, similar matchups, similar outcomes. Just a little bit lopsided the first time they played, but they have worked hard in practice, did not have a game Friday, so they had a full week's break until this game. Coach believes they are ready to go as we approach tip-off. The Titans will be down two players today, unfortunately. Two leaders on this team, senior Jordan Duncan and freshman Joe-Nay Biggs, are not able to play in tonight's game. So that is another obstacle that the Titans will have to elude if they want to come away with this victory. And it'll be up to the Yellow Jackets to see if they can use that to their advantage. As the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets, as it has been for most of the season, at least while I've been here, is Elaine Umana, Ania Eason, Haven Hernandez, Natalie Macias, and Lanisa Hernandez. Tip-off underway, going to the Yellow Jackets. Going to see a lot of fast basketball. Both teams carry a lot of speed and not as much size compared to other high school teams in the district. But they use that speed to their advantage, both on offense and defense, as an early turnover by Easton accidentally stepping out of bounds on the baseline. But Eastland and Umana, the leading scorers of this team, as Easton moves on the fast break, look to convert in a layup, calling the charge. Ariel Fontenette of the Titans stuck in there hard and took the contact, resulting in a charge. You rarely see those called in high school, I'm going to be honest. I have not seen too many of those calls go for the defender, but one called there. As both offenses play very similar, as well as both defenses. Another turnover forced by the Yellow Jackets. Easton going for the layup, and another charge called. Fontenette taking the charge again. Easton not happy with the call, fans not happy with the call, and that's understandable. 7:09 here to go in the first period, and Easton has to come out the game with 2 quick fouls. Easton might have to go to that floater that she was telling me about before the game. I was able to speak with both Easton and Umana before the game, and they gave me a little bit of layout of how they play basketball, as the Titans score a layup for 2. But they both look to get inside. They like hitting some running floaters, some layups to get themselves going. So that's what they're going to have to look for, as a steal by the Titans going in the opposite direction, but then they turn the ball back over. 2-0 Titans with 6:34 left to go here in this first period. I think energies are high. These girls are flying around as Umana puts up a 3. It touches every part of the rim but can't reach the bottom of the net. As a foul is called on Chandler of the Titans. But Umana and Easton both can't shoot the 3 as well, as you saw Umana take that corner 3 right before the foul. Unfortunately was not able to go in. But both of these teams like to strive on defense that results into their offense. So you will see them moving fast, rotating well, as a huge block by Haven Hernandez in the inside. It's hard to get around her. She is a brick wall down there in the paint. As a steal for the Yellow Jackets, that is Rojas, who checked in for Easton after 2 quick fouls. Both of these teams playing very fast basketball, rotating very well on defense, as the steal results in a foul on Umana, as the layup attempted by Fontenette. She will have 2 shots from the free throw line. 2-0 with 5:44 left to go here in the first period. Both teams playing very well on the defensive side, as both teams have done through the most part of the season. Shielding results of the first 3 quarters. Both teams have struggled in the fourth, as the first free throw is missed. But Coach Fountain for the Yellow Jackets said they had a week of practice and a good break, because they did not play Friday, so they did get a full week between games. Said the girls are energized, they're pumped, they want their revenge for this game, and they are looking to do so. As both free throws were missed, still 2-0 as the Yellow Jackets throw the ball out of bounds. That was Rojas. 2-0 still. 5:35 left to go here in the first period. You expect to see a low-scoring game with both of these defenses on the court. They try to work it inside, but with the steal, trying to go coast to coast, losing the basketball, passing it out to Amana. A step back, corner three, in and out again. 2 shots touching every part of the rim, but can't find the bottom of the net. She had good shots, I'm going to be honest. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, but she had a little bit of Kobe in that step back. As another steal on the defensive side is Macias. The basket continual on the foul. Uzumana going for the layup. Results in the 2 free throw shots. 2-0 Titans with 5 minutes left to go here in the first period. We'll see if Umana can tie the game up with these 2 free throws. That's another key point that Coach Fountain emphasized in practice this week. They're very well at getting to the free throw line, but they don't always convert, as that was a struggle in last week's game. But it looks like the lessons paid off as Umana is 2 for 2 to tie the ball game. 2 apiece here in the first period. Has been a lot of back and forth. Fighting hard as Macias comes up with another steal. Her 3rd one of the game already. I'm telling you, this Yellow Jackets defense flies around. Hernandez! Haven with a free throw jumper. Extends the lead 4-2 with 4.5 left to go in this first period. Whatever Coach Fountain was telling his squad in practice this week, it has paid off. As there's a wrestle for the basketball. And the first timeout of the game comes from the Titans. Not happy with what he's seeing on his offense, as they have turned the ball over quite a few times to start the game. But we'll be back right after this. Welcome back in. 4-2, the Yellow Jackets lead with 4:17 left to go here in this first period. It is the Titans' ball on an inbound pass. Both defenses have been playing great thus far. Been flying around, rotating very well to their assignments. But the Titans able to break it that time as Gabrielle Roy able to convert for 2. Rojas stepping into a 3 at the top of the key, just short. 4-4 with under 4 minutes left to go here in the first period. Umana goes for the steal and misses. Haven Hernandez protecting her paint with another block. Stolen right back over by the Titans. Turning into a layup foul call on Lanisa Hernandez, sister of Haven, will result in the 2 free throw shots for the Titans. Able to speak to Coach Henry of the Titans as well before today's ball game. Talk to him how he was able to come away with the victory the first time around and if they will try to duplicate it this time around. His answer, of course, yes. However, he knew it was going to be different with no Duncan and no bigs. He was going to have to change it up a little bit. Those are 2 high scores for his offense that aren't able to play, as both free throws were missed. But then a foul on the offensive rebound will send Roy to the line. But he emphasized that he believes in his players. He trusts his players that will be on the court tonight, but they will have to come up big and come up with the points that will be missing from Duncan and Biggs. And they have been struggling to find those thus far. Still 4-4 with 3:36 left to go here in the first period. Shot violation on Roy. She goes 0 for 2 at the line, so still 4-4. See if the Yellow Jackets can set up a half-court offense. Working against the zone, moving the ball around on the outside, trying to get it in the paint. Macias tries to put up a three, offensive rebound. Umana puts up the three from the top of the key, no good. Then a foul on the shot by Macias. She has been all over the place, both on the offense and defensive side thus far. But speaking with Umana and Eason before the game was a delight. Those girls are full of energy, loving the game of basketball, telling me what they do, not only individually, but as a team to be successful both on the offense and defensive side. So far, the defense has been swarming as Macias goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. But all season long, they have been struggling on the offensive end. As they continue to rotate well on the defensive side, the Titans having trouble working the ball inside, finding the open layup this time around for 2. 6-4 Titans as Umana puts up another three, but just short again. 6-4 with under 3 minutes left to go here in the first period. It has been a defensive ball game. Titans won the first time around 50-34, although the scoreboard doesn't show it. That was a close game through 3 quarters. But the fourth quarter, Yellow Jackets being outscored by 10, very similar to last week against Barbers Hill. It was 1 point, 22-21 in the third last week. Ended up losing 53-27, so as the Titans Fontenette drains a three-pointer, increasing the lead 9-4 with 2 minutes left to go here in the first period. So the coach emphasized, Coach Fountain for the Yellow Jackets, we start off hot, we usually play pretty well through the first three, but as you can see for yourself, that fourth quarter is just not our quarter, so hopefully looking to change that this time around as we approach 2 minutes left to go here in the first period. Titans lead 9-4. Yellow Jackets on the inbound pass. Rojas shooting a deep 2, foot on the line. If she took a step back, it would have been a 3 off the bank. But a good offensive rebound by Haven Hernandez. She has been working the board so far this game, resulting in a reach-in foul on the Titans as Eason checks back into the game for the first time since the 7-minute mark, as he resulted in those 2 quick charge fouls. She is the leading scorer for this Yellow Jackets offense. She is electric. She is super fast. It's embarrassing to say, but I do not want to race that girl because I don't think I'd end up on the winning side. She uses that speed to her advantage on the court, as she is directing traffic. Macias driving in, missing the floater. This time the Titans able to collect the rebound. And the Titans hit again. They are hot, 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 as they have hit 3 straight baskets. This time from Brianna Graham. Now 11-4 Titans with 1.5 minutes left to go here in the first period. So after the timeout, it was 4-2 Yellow Jackets, and it's been a 9-0 run since. So Coach Henry of the Titans have talked his team, and they have learned. As Eason finishes the layup through contact, she does consistently throughout each game. But now on the defensive side, the Yellow Jackets have not had an answer for the Titans coming out of the timeout, as they convert for another layup. This time, Amonte Edwards. As Eason using her speed to get around defenders, resulting in a reach-in foul on Ariana Chandler. As a shot is put up and missed by Haven Hernandez. 13-6 under a minute to go left here in the first period. As they look like they will run out the time here in this first period, as there is no shot clock in high school basketball. As we are now under 30 seconds left to go here in the first period. Titans leading 13-6. As they are dribbling this basketball out for the last possession. Moving the basketball here. And an illegal screen is called on the Titans. So 6 seconds for the Yellow Jackets to move the ball back down the court. See if they can get a bucket before the end of this first period. Would help change the momentum.
6 seconds, girls.
As they are moving this basketball in. Umana setting up for the deep three. And a foul is called at the buzzer. The deep three by Umana was airballed. Eason hustling for the rebound, grabs it, puts up a shot as the time expires. And the foul was called before the shot. So she has 2 free throw shots before the end of the period. Hopefully she can cut into this deficit. First free throw up and to the right, no good. I was speaking with Eason before the game about the free throws, and she's like, it's something that I try to do. She's like, I get to the paint fairly easy, and it results in a lot of foul calls, but I do have to get better at my free throws, as she goes 0 for 2. And that's the end of the first period. 13-6, Titans lead, and we'll be right back. Second period. Excuse me if you can't hear me. I'm not 100% sure if I am on air right now, but if you, as it happens, it's 13-6 as the second period is underway. Titans holding the basketball. Eason unable to convert on the 2 free throws at the end of the period. But the Yellow Jackets looking to change it up a little bit on the offensive side. They've done fairly well on defense as they get another stop right there. The shots just have not been able to fall. They've had some good open looks from 3. Just not been able to fall so far, but looking to change that around. Umana especially, I was speaking with her before the game, and she enjoys her as a beautiful find on the inside. Umana to Lanisa Hernandez, resulting in a layup. 13-8 now, under 7 minutes left to go here in the second period. But Umana, she's small and she's scrappy, and she knows how to find her way to get open for a shot. And she said It's just up to her to be able to knock down those shots. As we've seen early on, she's had a couple good looks from three, but not be able to convert them. As Eason with a beautiful Euro step, avoiding the charge this time around, resulting in a layup. 13-10 is now the score, as the Yellow Jackets have come out hot to start this period. Whatever Coach Fountain was coaching up on them during practice this past week, it has been paying off. They have been moving with fire. As I bet Easton was hoping they didn't call the travel right there, because she would have had an easy layup for two. But a travel is called, resulting in a turnover, as the Yellow Jackets will take over. And as Haven Hernandez gets in for the layup again, but not able to convert this time around. Yellow Jacket defense looking to swarm the offense, not letting people inside. Good strip, resulting in a loss of out of bounds off the Titans, resulting in a turnover. Yellow Jackets taking over. They have been working the ball pretty well as Umana passes the Haven back to Umana. What a shot by Haven Hernandez. Absolutely incredible. She was able to get that circus shot up for two, and the Yellow Jackets are up to a 6-0 run, 13-12 left to go, or excuse me, 13-12 is the score, with 5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Yellow Jackets on a good run right now. As they are looking to feed Haven Hernandez inside. She has been able to work well. She has a great spin move in the post as she gets fouled, resulting in 2 free throw shots for Hernandez.
He's just saying he can sound better.
13-12 with under 5 minutes left to go as she converts on the second. Now 13-13. The Yellow Jackets on a solid 7-0 run to tie up this game. The Titans haven't had an answer for what the Yellow Jackets have been throwing their way. Defense has been swarming as they fight for a rebound right now. Hope those ladies are okay as they did hit the ground floor. But Easton moving the basketball now as she is guarded pretty well on the outside. Trying to use her speed to get around the corner. It is now Umana. Good defense right here by the Titans, not allowing anything so far for the Yellow Jackets as Easton is trying to get around. And a foul is called on Fontenette. Hard to stop the speed of Easton right there, which will result in 2 free throw shots. Excuse me, it is a 1-and-1 because they are in the penalty. So we will see if Easton can connect. As Jess Long hitting the back red, but she gets her own rebound. And then she is called for a travel. Still 13-13 with 4 minutes left to go here in the second period. Yellow Jackets defense have been lights out so far in the second period, outscoring their opponent 7-0. As the Titans offense will be slowing down, it looks like. Coach looks like they were telling them that they were rushing the ball a little too much, and if they're not going to put pressure on the 2 defenders on the outside, they will take their time. as a shot is put up and missed from the Titans. An offensive rebound passed out. Fontenette, three. Good. First bucket of the second period is a three-pointer. 16-13. Titans lead. As a pass from the inside to Hernandez. Hernandez sisters passing it around, resulting in no good. So we do have a good one on hands. These teams are familiar with each other. Titans were able to come away victorious 50-34 the first time around, as there will be a backcourt call on the Titans. But the first time they played, it was a great game throughout first three quarters. Unfortunately, Yellow Jackets not able to hold on in that fourth period. Looking to change that here, as these girls have been playing fast and ferocious on defense, resulting in a lot of steals, forcing a lot of turnovers on the Titans. Moving the ball inside now as Easton takes a deep three, which would be wide left. Rebounded by her after kicked around. As there is a foul on the floor, but they are in the penalty, so she will go to the free throw line. So Easton 0 for 3 from the free throw line, unfortunately, and that is the difference in the score as the Titans lead 16-13 with 2.5 left to go here in this second period. Free throws are key. Talked to Coach Fountain, talked to both Easton and Umana, and they said they do have to improve on their free throws as Easton drops the first one, because they know that they get to the line often, but they're not always able to convert. As just off the back rim again, misses the second one. 16-14 Titans lead. As Easton is looking to jump some passes. This defense is all over the place. As Umana fighting for the ball, resulting in a jump ball, which will result to the Yellow Jackets. Easton open in the corner. They have improved on their half-court offense from last week against Barbers Hill. A couple buckets not falling for them is the only difference maker so far in this game, as a foul is called on Umana, which will send Graham to the free throw line. With 1:59 left to go here in this second period, Titans leading 16-14. But the Yellow Jackets looking for their 5th win on the year. Coach Fountain, his 8th season as the head coach of the girls basketball team here at Galena Park, was an assistant for the boys basketball team for 9 years before that. Came over here from Louisiana, following in his father's footsteps, because he coached here at Galena Park. As both free throws are missed from the Titans. As a shot is put up by Macias, just short. Rebounded by the Titans. But Coach Fountain trying to build a culture here for the Lady Yellow Jackets. And I am honored to be able to call their games. And in only a week, I have seen the adjustments and the improvements that they have been able to make on both sides of the ball. As the Titans are now playing a full press defense, as Haven Hernandez running up the court. Rojas turning the ball over. Missed layup by Fontenette. And on the rebound, there was a foul on the Titans, which will result in free throw shots for the Yellow Jackets. One great thing about the bonus is if you do get fouled, regardless of if it's in the shooting motion or not, you get sent to the line and you try to come away with some points. So free throws key more now than ever for the Yellow Jackets, as they trail 16-14 with 1:14 left to go here in this second period. Coach Fountain doing a little coaching up on the sideline to Lanisa Hernandez. This young squad has a lot to learn, as there are only 3 seniors on this ball club. So the underclassmen learning from the seniors, learning from the coach, help building and growing the culture and hopefully improving this team throughout the remainder of this season and seasons to come, as the ball comes out of bounds over here. I had to display my soccer skills real quick to stop that from breaking a kneecap. Out on the Titans, resulting in the Yellow Jackets basketball. Easton fighting hard to get the basketball. The defense is all over her, which results in a turnover. As we are now approaching 30 seconds left to go here in this second period, as the crowd is very upset with the referee at first, as Macias was trying to save the ball from going out of bounds, but she already stepped out prior. Three-pointer missed by Fontenette, but an offensive rebound resulting in a layup for the Titans, extending their lead to 4 as we approach the end of the second period. Haven Hernandez again on the inside. Foul as she tried to put up a layup on Edwards. She has been working that paint very well on both ends of the basketball. So with 13 seconds left, Yellow Jackets trail by 4. See if they can cut into this deficit with these free throws. First one good. Haven Hernandez, the leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets thus far. Just short on the second one. 18-15. With 10 seconds, Easton almost had the steal as the 3 is put up. Offensive rebound blocked on the inside by Haven Hernandez as the second period comes to an end. Hard-fought basketball all the way around, and this is going to be a good one going into the second half. The Titans lead 18-15. And welcome back in. I will give you a short halftime recap. If you are just now tuning in to today's ball game between the Yellow Jackets and the Titans, Titans currently lead 18-15 at the break. It was 13-6 at the end of the first period. The Yellow Jackets able to outscore their opponent 9-5 in the second period to close the gap. Both teams have been led by their defense. They are not letting any buckets happen on the inside or outside. They have been flying around. They have been rotating well, flying to the basketball, resulting in many turnovers, many steals, many blocks. Haven Hernandez has been a force to reckon with on the inside. She has been doing it all for the Yellow Jackets, both on defense and offense. She has 7 blocks, 9 points, and I couldn't even tell you how many rebounds. So a great job by the junior working the inside, for she's not the tallest on the court, but you cannot tell by the grit and tenacity that she is playing at right now. Eason, the leading scorer for this Yellow Jacket team, had 2 quick fouls within the first minute of the game, so she was not able to play her normal minutes that she usually does, which would be a valid reason on why they had trouble scoring in the first period. But she came in, helped turn that offense around, and I am excited to see what these girls have in store for the second half. As Coach Fountain is coaching up his team, giving them the halftime adjustments that need to be made. But 18-15 here at halftime, the Titans lead. Yellow Jackets able to close the gap in the second period. Able to draw a lot of fouls, get to the free throw line, and able to convert a few field goals to help cut into this deficit. It's one thing that they have been thriving and priding themselves on in practice, of trying to get better at that, as that's the first thing they do coming out of the break from Coach Fountain, is practicing their shots from the line, because they have been able to get inside, they've been able to draw the fouls, getting to the free throw line, but not able to convert at the rate that I know they want to. And I don't have the exact numbers, but I believe they are around 4 for 12 at the free throw line. So if you make, four more of those, you have the lead in this game. So you do have Eason, Rojas, and Umana practicing their free throw shots right now, because that can be the game changer, the difference maker here in the second half. Gonna go have a word with Coach Fountain, see if I can get some insight, and I will deliver it back to you shortly. And we're back as we approach the end of halftime. Was able to get a few words out of Coach Fountain, and he was really hammering on the free throws. That's the reason you saw the girls warming up at the free throw line. It's the only thing they shot during the halftime period. He's like, hey, we've missed 10 free throws already in this ball game. We make half of those and we're winning. I told the girls, if you want to win this game, it's going to be at the free throw line. So there you have it. The Yellow Jackets knocked down their free throws. They will be able to come away with a victory. He said they were happy with the defensive effort, what they were able to do, what they were able to come up with. He said a few too many offensive rebounds leading into second chance points for the Titans. So he hopes to cancel that out. But if they convert at the free throw line, he believes they will be able to come away with the victory when it's all said and done. 18-15 as the third period gets underway. It'll be the Titans' ball to begin this second half. A reminder, the Titans are without Duncan and Biggs. So it has changed their game set coming into today, as they look like they will hold the basketball until they approach them on the outside, forcing to try to open up that offense on the inside just a little bit. But this Yellow Jackets defense is swarming to the basketball. As the layup is put up and missed, but an offensive rebound by the Titans. So something you don't like to see. Coach Fountain, one of the things he harped about here at halftime is the offensive rebounds for the Titans, as Haven Hernandez misses a layup, but Macias fighting hard for the basketball, resulting in a jump ball. Just kidding, he called a hold on Macias, resulting in Titans basketball. So looking like everything will be the same as schemes go for both offense and defense on both of these teams, as a beautiful layup is put up and in by Fontenette. As the shot is put up by Macias, just short off the left side of the rim. No good. 20-15 with 6.5 left to go here in this second period. The Yellow Jackets looking to have their offense turn into defense, or excuse me, the defense turn into offense, as a missed layup by Mercer gets her own rebound, then gets fouled, so she will be at the line for 2 shots. (20-15) with 6.5 left to go here in the third period. And the Titans looking like they have made some half-time adjustments of their own, coming out strong so far here in the second half. As your leading scorers, Easton and Umana, are at half court, chatting it up a little bit. As both free throws are missed, Haven Hernandez with another rebound, looking to move the ball up the court. Cross-court pass to Macias, resulting in a turnover. Easton trying to come up with the basketball, which results in a jump ball, staying with the Yellow Jackets. I'm telling you, these girls will give it their all to come up with that basketball. I have every ounce of respect for these girls. They fight for each other, they fight for their coach, they fight for this school. They are proud to wear the Yellow Jackets uniform. As Umana pulls up a 3 off the back rim, no good. She has not been able to find her rhythm today, unfortunately. As it is 20-15 with 6 minutes left to go here in the second period. Playing a 2-man game with a steal for the Yellow Jackets. Easton trying to go coast to coast. And and one. This time called a blocking foul as Fontenette tries to get set for the charge, but not quite enough. As the bucket went in, so Easton will go to the free throw line to convert the and one. What a beautiful play by Easton as she looks to start to get going. Misses the free throw. And then a double dribble on Chandler for the Titans as she was faked out by the defense of the Yellow Jackets. They have been moving around pretty well here in the second half. 20-17 with 5.5 left to go here in the third period. Easton trying to get around to her defender, using that speed and quickness. Foul called on the reach. The lateral movement of Easton is something to marvel at. You do not see that in everyday players. As Easton fakes the three, passes to Umana, swinging it to Macias. Good ball movement for the Yellow Jackets, resulting in a foul on the floor. So able to draw fouls again. They're using the speed, their longevity to work the ball around, resulting in either an easy shot or a foul. As the Yellow Jackets will take it out on the baseline again. Pass to Umana, top of the key, trying to hit the running floater, and then gets called on the foul. Be on Roy for the Titans, not leaving any space for Umana to land. So we will see. This is prime time for what Fountain was preaching at halftime, as the first free throw is good. Free throws will be able to help them become victorious if they're able to continue to knock them down. As she goes 2 for 2 from the line, cutting the deficit to only one. It is 20-19 here in the third period with just over 5 minutes left to go. Pressure defense played by the Yellow Jackets, resulting in a loose ball. And Titans head coach, Coach Henry, not happy with what he's been able to see in this third period. Calls a timeout. Thank you again for tuning into to today's broadcast, whether you're on Legacy Sports Net or listening to Galena Park on YouTube. I'm Tanner DeLeon, and I'm glad to have you listening. 20-19 as we come out of the break with 5:06 left to go here in the third period. Has been a great game by both teams, hard fought, big defensive game. As another defensive stop for the Yellow Jackets, resulting in a turnover by the Titans. As Macias is getting swarmed but able to pass the ball back out. Umana setting up for the three. Oh my gosh, I mean, it is unbelievable. That ball touched every part of the rim, touched the backboard, and was not able to go in. It's just has not been her night, unfortunately. As Fontenette goes on the other end, resulting in a layup, extending the lead, 22-19 for the Titans. Yellow Jackets doing a good job of passing the ball around, trying to get it inside. I know Umana can be frustrated, but she has to just keep shooting because no shooter would tell you otherwise. The only way to get out of a slump is just to keep shooting them. As Eason drives the ball inside, resulting in the foul call, so she will have 2 free throw shots. Free throws key as the first one goes down for Eason. Free throws key for the Yellow Jackets. They have been to the line 20 times, over 20 times tonight. But finally able to convert, as they have now made 4 of their last 4 here in the second half. They missed 10 in the first half. 22-21. Titans lead as Eason looks to push the ball up. Pulling up with the floater, up and in. Yellow Jackets take their first lead since the first period, where they led 4-2. 23-22 is the score of the game now. The ball goes in and out for the Titans, and Eason is off to the races again. This time a charge is called. Eason and Fontenette going back and forth in the paint on the drives. Coach Fountain not happy, the fans aren't happy. That's a tough one that will continue to go 50-50 for the remainder of the game. But the Yellow Jackets finally hitting from the free throw line, giving them the lead. Eason almost coming up with the steal, resulting in a missed layup, however. And then we have a travel for Mercer, missing the layup on the inside, grabbing her own rebound and then losing it. And the Titans now looking to play a full court press. That is not easy to do with Eason at the helm as she goes coast to coast for a layup. 25-22 with 3 minutes left to go here in the third period. We have got ourselves a ball game. Titans doing a good job of working the ball inside again. A foul called on the layup attempt. Off the first miss was gathered off an offensive rebound. The other point that Coach Fountain preached at halftime is too many offensive rebounds, which now results as Fontenette 2 free throw shots, first one coming up short. So they've done a much better job with the free throws. Now have to work on gathering the rebounds on the defensive side. This will result in a victory for the Yellow Jackets. As they're going full court press again, but the Yellow Jackets able to get past the defense, resulting in a layup for Haven Hernandez. 27-23 with 2.5 left to go here in the third period. Passing the ball around. Block on the inside by Lamisa Hernandez, but an offensive rebound for the Titans. They work those boards very well. But a good hands right there from Umana, resulting in the steal. And then an accidental foul as the ladies got tripped up. Would have been a clear layup for the Yellow Jackets. But instead it will be taken out on the sideline. Yellow Jackets leading 27-23 with 2:11 left to go here in the third period. The girls have been fighting super hard on both sides of the ball. They'll be playing press. As they are playing uptight on the ball handlers, not allowing any open lanes inside. Haven trying to back down inside, not able to. Umana setting up for the 3 off the front rim. Haven gathers the offensive rebound, but just missing. After the defensive rebound, a foul was called. Guess she threw an elbow. Couldn't see too well on that one. As we are under 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Yellow Jackets still leading 27-23. And a timeout is called by Coach Henry and the Titans with 1:49 remaining. Tensions are getting high. Ball game is creeping down. Both coaches drawing up plays on their board. This has been a great game so far. The Yellow Jackets, it's been all Yellow Jackets this third quarter. They have outscored their opponent 12-5, regaining the lead 27-23. As the inbound pass, Easton has it. A bit wild, but Easton able to corral it. Imana able to corral it past to Macias, and then she accidentally double dribbles, resulting in a turnover. So the defense has been working hard, resulting in a lot of offense for the Yellow Jackets. They will look to continue to maintain that here. Titans swinging the ball around, but thrown out of bounds, resulting in another turnover. They are playing press coverage full court, trying to slow down Eason, but she is too fast, resulting in a blocking foul. As they are in the penalty again, resulting in a 1-and-1. So Coach Fountain at half expressing how important it is to knock down the free throws, and he couldn't be more correct. The Yellow Jackets doing a great job of drawing fouls. So now they will be in the penalty, which means from here on out, any foul call, they will shoot free throw shots. As the first one is good, so this is huge for the Yellow Jackets if they can continue to knock down the free throws. Second one up and in, good. So between Easton and Umana, they are now 6 for 6 here in this third period. I said that practice at halftime definitely paid off, extending their lead 29-23. Just above a minute to go here in the third period. As the defense is swarming, following the ball well, but an offensive rebound for the Titans. And then a foul is called on the Titans, trying to gather the rebound. I don't know if it was an over or back or not, but nonetheless, that results into free throw shots for the Yellow Jackets. So see if they can continue to contribute. With just 1:01 left to go here in the third period. It is Macias from the free throw line. First one just off the front rim, no good. It was just short, so the lead stays the same, 29-23. As we approach the end of the third period. Titans trying to move the ball around. Yellow Jackets doing a great job of swarming to the basketball. Trying to work it inside. Shot up and no good. Second one up and no good for the Titans, but they continue to get offensive rebounds. Yellow Jackets having a hard time of boxing out. As another shot put up by Fontenette. But the ball goes out of bounds off the Titans. The Yellow Jackets taking over. As there is a little commotion. I'm not 100% sure what is going on. Not 100% sure what is happening, but looks like a fan for the Titans is ejected out of the ball game. I'm not 100% sure what was said, but the fans have been very intimate throughout the whole game. But the referees not dealing with any more of it. So something you don't see too often. A fan ejected in a high school basketball game. Talking is continuing to happen on the court. Everybody getting involved now. As a foul is called on a trip. This is getting a little personal, I believe. Tensions are rising. So hopefully everybody can keep their cool because there is still a whole nother quarter to play. We don't want this game getting out of hand. But a foul called on Eason, which will result to free throw shots once again. A lot of jawing going on the court, in the stands. Passionate for this beautiful game of basketball. As she's just short on the first one. 29-23 with only 23 seconds left to go here in this third period. This has been a second one goes in for Eason. 30-23 now. As the third period looks to come to an end here shortly. Titans moving the ball. Good footwork, good ball work. 30-25 as time is about to expire. Easton puts up a heave, but no good, as that is the end of the third period. Yellow Jackets lead 30-25 after strong offensive showing, especially at the free throw line. Going to be a fun fourth quarter that we have in store. We are in the fourth period of basketball with the Yellow Jackets leading 30-25. Had a strong third quarter, outscoring their opponent 15-7. And a bit of theatrics as a fan for the Titans was thrown out of the ball game. Not exactly sure what was said to be tossed, but there has been a lot of jawing going on between all the fans and all the players, so the tension are high, and this game of basketball has been a good one. as the Yellow Jackets look to move the basketball around, trying to move the basketball inside. Eason trying to use her speed to get around the defenders. Haven working the inside now, drawing the foul, which will result in 2 shots for Haven Hernandez. So I don't know how much you can hear of the crowd noise, but let me tell you, do not question the fans who are in attendance of this game. As Haven knocks down the first free throw, they have been doing a great job cheering on their kids out there. As the first free throw is up and good for Hernandez. And there's continuous drawing on the court between the players, and I believe there was double technical called. Ania Eason for the Yellow Jackets, and Ariel Fontenette for the Titans. As the referees are sorting it out on the court. This game is getting very interesting. So a technical shot will be taken by Haven Hernandez. Not 100% sure what is being discussed now. But a lot of talking, a lot of jawing, tensions are high. Technicals are being given, people getting thrown out of the game. Just a typical high school girls basketball game, I guess, right? Still being sorted out over at the booth. Not 100% sure what's all going to be called. I want to say it was double technicals, resulting in, yeah, it should be no free throw for a double technical. They're all set. But they are still discussing and talking about this, as I know the referees are not used to this as well in a basketball game. Hopefully people will continue to keep their cool. You know, there's always jawing going back and forth between the game, but you have to keep it clean. You have to know when to stop. Unfortunately, that has not been done so far here in the second half. Didn't see any issues in the first half, but this second half has really begun to get heated as they are trying to still figure things out. I believe the Yellow Jackets will get the ball on the inbound pass. It was 31-25. Yellow Jackets lead with 7:29 left to go here in the fourth period when everything took place. But Haven Hernandez was supposed to have 2 free throw shots, made the first one, and then that's when the jawing started between a couple players, and then that's when the double technicals were given. So I am not 100% sure on the rules. I'm not sure if that's supposed to erase her second free throw attempt, but I guess so, because they just took off her first free throw make. So the score is now 30-25 here in the fourth period. The Yellow Jackets have the basketball. Rojas looking to drive inside, shot blocked. But a lot of fouls being committed by both sides right now. But the Titans do have the ball in the inbound pass. Both teams playing their heart out. They're really giving it their all to try to come away with the victory. Yellow Jackets currently lead 30-25 with 7 minutes left to go here in this fourth period. Shot missed, but an offensive rebound by the Titans. But then corralled by Umana, looking to move the ball up the court. Swinging it to Lisa Hernandez. Takes the shot and misses wide right. Good block by Haven Hernandez. I believe it was a clean block, but the ball went out of bounds. So the Titans still do have the basketball. Shot up and missed. And a travel from the Titans. Hard when you're fighting for that ball on the ground and you're trying to get up with the basketball, but unfortunately you have to dribble if you are on the ground and trying to sit up from there. As Umana is looking to move the ball up the court, passing to Macias for the shot, but missing. Macias gets the ball back. Great job not giving up on the play. Gets fouled, resulting in 2 free throw shots for Macias. As we are with 6 minutes and 21 seconds left to go here in the fourth period, Yellow Jackets currently lead 30-25. As the refs continue to sort things out here, Macias waiting at the free throw line. First one up and good. So a huge turnaround between halves for the Yellow Jackets at the free throw line. Missing 10 in the first half and making 8 of their last 9 now here in the second half. And that's why they have the lead 32-25 here in the fourth period. Shot put up by Fontenette, but just short and missed. Looking up to Umana, going up for the layup. Up and in, layup good. Good fast break points right there for the Yellow Jackets. 34-25. Fontenette continuing to try to drive on the inside. Hernandez working it with the blocks as Macias goes for the open layup now. Misses, but rebounded by Umana. As players believe there was a whistle blown, but there was okay, so there was a travel whistle blown. I didn't hear it, and I don't think half the court heard it, but was a travel. Titans basketball with 5:45 left to go here in the fourth period. Yellow Jackets lead 34-25. As Eason is on the bench, Rojas is in for her. Layup up and good for the Titans. And then the Titans coming up with the steal, trying to move that coast to coast, resulting in a layup and one by Gabrielle Roy. So a quick 4 points for the Titans right there, cutting into this deficit, 34-29 with an extra point pending as Eason checks back into the ballgame. Just short on the free throw off the front iron as Haven Hernandez gets the board, passing it up to Umana. Trying to move the basketball around. Haven in the middle, blocked from behind. But the ball turned over, corralled by Lanisa. missed on the layup. So the Yellow Jackets a little unraveled on the offensive side of the ball. A pull-up jumper just a little bit long. And an over the back is called on the Titans. That was Mercer following her shot, which will result to the free throw line for Haven Hernandez with 4:42 left to go here in the fourth period. Yellow Jackets lead 34-29. It has been chippy here in the second half, both by the players and the fans. If you have missed anything, a fan was thrown out of the game earlier for the Titans. Not sure exactly what was exchanged. And then double technicals were given by both the Yellow Jackets and the Titans players. So I'm not 100% sure what the refs are figuring out here. It's almost like we have a TV timeout. But free throws pending. Haven Hernandez at the line. Short on the first attempt. Second attempt up and good for Hernandez. The girls are now 9 of 11 here in the second half on free throws. Big reason why they're leading here in this game. As the ball trying to get inside for the Titans. Easton trying to get around defenders, but it was a carry. Haven Hernandez doing her best to work inside on the boards. Deep three by Fontenay, but just short. As Umana is running up with the basketball. Umana deciding to take the three and hits. It's her first three of the ball game. She's been around it all game long. Finally able to knock one down, extending the lead 38-29 here in the fourth. Titans try to answer back. They get in and out of a shot. Easton trying to use her speed to move the basketball, but she loses the basketball, resulting in a jump ball. Titans will have possession. Easton moving a little too fast for herself. Losing the basketball there. So under 4 minutes left to go here in the fourth period. Yellow Jackets lead 38-29. Been a hard-fought game as Macias came away with the steal, but she had to run out of bounds to maintain possession of the basketball. And you can't do that, unfortunately. Easton coming up with the steal this time. Trying to go coast to coast, just a little bit too hard on the layup. Easton not too happy with herself on that layup attempt. Which will result in a 1-and-1 for the Titans, who are now in the penalty as well for the remainder of the ball game. As the referee is chatting a little bit with the fans. But a 1-and-1 with Chandler at the line. Just short. Offensive rebound by the Titans. Shot put up just long. Another offensive rebound, but a block by Haven Hernandez this time around. Another offensive rebound, and then a foul called on the shot attempt. So 3 offensive boards right there. I know Coach Fountain for the Yellow Jackets is not too happy with that. Those second chance points can and will haunt you in a close ball game like such. There's only 3:15 remaining. Yellow Jackets lead 38-29. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, a little long as well, but another offensive board for the Titans, resulting in another opportunity, and this time they connect. So 4 offensive rebounds, resulting in eventually a bucket, cutting the score 38-31, Yellow Jackets lead. Umana going in on the drive, throwing up the layup, up and in! An incredible shot. As the Yellow Jackets look to rely on this defense for the remainder of the game. Titans moving the ball around, but Umana able to intercept the pass. And she is trying to run coast to coast now. As you hear the fans trying to tell their team to slow it down because time is on their side. With Coach Fountain calling a timeout just to go over a couple things with his team. Yellow Jackets lead 40-31 with 2:23 left to go in the ball game. As we are back, the Yellow Jackets missing the shot, Titans grabbing the rebound. The Yellow Jackets trying to rely on their defense the remainder of this game. Haven Hernandez getting the rebound, but then traveling before dribbling. 2:03 left to go here in the fourth period. Yellow Jackets lead 40-31. Been a tightly contested ball game. Shot up and good for the Titans. As the Titans continue to play full court press. But another travel called by Lanisa Hernandez, resulting in another turnover for the Yellow Jackets. 40-33 here with 1:51 left to go. Yellow Jackets needing to grab some rebounds on the defensive side. The Titans have done a great job of grabbing offensive rebounds, resulting in the second chance points. Good deflection by Umana. Haven able to come up with the ball. And then a blocking foul called on the Titans, which will result in free throw shots for Macias. So 1:27 left to go here in the fourth period. 40-33. Yellow Jackets lead. Coach Fountain giving a little bit of advice to Umana and Easton on the sidelines. So the first free throw here from Macias. Off the left rim and out, no good. So second free throw, up and good for Macias. So a little bit of talking between the refs and the coaches, figuring out a couple details. 41-33 here in the fourth period. Yellow Jackets leading, looking to secure their 5th victory of the season. Time is in their favor as the Titans are moving the ball around. Trying to get a layup up and in, just short. Offensive rebound, and then a foul called on Macias, which will result to Rayona Haley going to the free throw line. No, excuse me, Amonte Edwards going to the free throw line. So 1:03 left to go here in the fourth period. Coach Fountain making a substitution, bringing in Rojas, taking out Macias. First free throw off the back rim, no good.
Get the ball, slow it down. Watch the floor. Let it go.
Second free throw up and good. Playing full court press are the Titans on the Yellow Jackets. Rojas fighting for the ball on the ground, able to corral it and come up with the basketball. But the Numana, unfortunately, traveling before dribbling. 52 seconds left to go. Yellow Jackets lead 41-34. Titans doing a smart job of rolling the ball inbounds to save some clock. Shot up and no good. Lonisa grabbing the rebound. Eason trying to use her speed to get coast to coast. Rojas stolen, going coast to coast. Finishing the layup is Chandler to cut the deficit to 5. Yellow Jackets lead 41-36 when we come back. Welcome back into this tightly contested game between the Yellow Jackets and the Titans. Yellow Jackets lead 41-36 with 27 seconds left to go here in the fourth period. It has been a back and forth, non-stop dogfighting game. All the girls from both teams have been playing their heart out to help their team come away with the victory. Trying to get the ball to Eason. Helped by the side judge here. The ball was touched last by Eason. So the Titans, with 25 seconds left, down 5, have the basketball. Yellow Jackets defense trying to remain strong, not allow any scores. A 3 is up over the backboard. No good. With 15 seconds left to go here in the fourth period. Having the ball inside, trying to get past the full court pressure, and then the ball out of bounds off of Haven, resulting in a turnover. 8 seconds left to go. Yellow Jackets still lead 41-36. They're trying to hold on to this lead till the very end.
Don't foul no shooter on 3-point line.
Good deflection on the pass. Shot put up for the Titans. No good. Offensive rebound. Bucket is good. But that is the end of the game. Yellow Jackets able to hang on for their 5th win of the season. 41-38 is your final. And Coach Fountain, improving this squad. Free throws were key in the second half for the Yellow Jackets. And that is the margin of victory for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I am Tanner De Leon. We'll see you next time.